Right. So good evening, everyone. I'm excited to welcome us to another episode of Sci Class, a class of what is not taught in class. I'm so excited tonight because what we're going to be looking at tonight is although very short, but it's going to be mind shifting. Yeah, it's going to be mind shifting. I know from the last episode of the class we had, a lot of us have gained value. The things we've learned, have received feedbacks that we started implementing them, like creating your schedule, prioritizing your tasks, and some other things you need to do to balance your curricular and extracurricular activities. Yeah, and tonight I'm so excited to welcome you all to this episode of Side Class, and we're going to be considering and looking at another very interesting and relevant topic of discussion. If you are just coming in, please just take a seat at the front. Make sure you take a seat at the front. Don't sit at the back. This is Side Class. If you are just coming in, take a seat at the front. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so tonight, we can just type into the chat box what we'll be looking at tonight. Someone should just type it on the chat. If you are excited about tonight's topic, just type it in the chat box. Let me see. If you are excited about tonight's topic, type the topic in the chat box. Let me see, and let me see what you are expecting to get. Let me see what you are expecting to get in tonight's class. Okay, I'm expecting that in the chat box. Okay. Looks like we are still typing. All right. So while we are typing, I would like to introduce to us what we'll be looking at and what we'll be considering tonight. And the topic is, um, I call it the Nursing Student Toolbox. The Nursing Student Toolbox. Now, this toolbox is not only for nursing students. There are some content, there are some tools in this toolbox that is not only for nursing students, but for students generally. But the box we'll be opening tonight has been customized for nursing students alone. I hope someone is excited. We've customized tonight's box. We've customized this box for nursing students alone. Yeah, the box will be, yeah, we can open another box next time, but the box we'll be opening tonight is just for nursing students alone. And I believe someone is excited about that. We're going to be seeing a lot of tools. We're going to be exploring a lot of tools in this box, and what we can use them for, their features, how they can benefit us. Yeah, I can see some excitement in the chat box. Yes, I can see some excitement. Now somebody can't wait. Somebody can't wait to get the contents of this box. All right, so without wasting much of our time, if you are just entering the class, just sit at the front. Don't sit at the back, sit at the front so that you can see the board clearly. If you are tall, you can move to the back a bit. If you are short, sit down at the front. I mean, if you are slim fitted and brief, you can sit at the front so that you will see the board very well. Welcome, everyone. All right, so for those just joining, I said we're going to be looking at a box tonight. I call it the Nursing Student Toolbox. Please mute yourself. If you're just joining us, kindly mute yourself. So I said we're going to be looking at some box, and the box is solely customized for nursing students. Although there are some tools in this box that that are relevant to students in other fields as well, like students generally. But we're going to be seeing some additions that are also relevant or that are specific to nursing or healthcare professionals. All right, so the first thing we'll be looking at tonight is I would like to just run a very quick brief. The tools we're going to be looking at tonight, they are digital tools. They are digital tools. Now, I think I'm going to be asking some questions. If you can type, just respond by typing in the chat box. And if you can unmute yourself to answer, please kindly do that. Now, I want to ask, this is 2022. Do you know that a lot of things have changed in the past 10 years? Between now and the past 10 years, that's, let's say, okay, let's benchmark it at 2010. Between 2010 and 2022 January, a lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed from a lot of processes of doing things, a lot of technologies. Technologies have revolutionized a lot of things, the ways of doing things, the ways of carrying out activities, the ways of performing a lot of functions have been altered by technology, and this revolution is not only limited to the banking and finance sector. It's not only limited to the cultural sector. It's not only limited to what other sector now? A lot of other sectors, healthcare sector, but this technological revolution is also disrupting the space of academia. It's disrupting the space of academia. Do you know that in 2010, before you can scan a document, you have to carry that document, the hard copy, original and photocopy, carry everything, put it in a file, and take it to one cyber cab, and then they open one very flat, big machine, put it inside and scan. That was in 2010. And this same operation can now be performed by what? Just your mobile phone, without leaving the comfort of the room. Do you know that in 2010, now this one is very funny. Do you know that in 2010, you have to, before you can submit CV or your document or your credentials for job application, for interviews, for maybe admission processes, you have to pack all these documents and credentials, put it inside one big envelope, transparent bag, and then buy a sachet of pure water. Then you use your leg and trek to the place and submit. And when you're coming back, you'll be trekking again, sweating under the hot sun. But now, this is that was in 2010, this is 2022. Do you know that this same process has been made easier? You can sit down in the comfort of your room, gather all your documents in a folder on your phone, and just push it to your employer. You don't even need to appear there physically. Okay, now let me give you this one too. Do you know that you don't need to be in a physical location to write an exam as a student? Does someone agree with that? If you agree with that, just type yes. Just give me some yes in the chat box. You know that in 2022, you don't have to be in a physical location, in a physical exam hall to write an exam. Yes or yes? Okay, Favor said yes. Everything, exactly. Great. Yeah, this is just some brief examples to tell us how technology have changed things, how electronic, your devices, your mobile devices, your the technology, big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud technology, and a lot of other forms of technology have really changed a lot of things. And I want to break this news to you this evening that that device you are holding in your hand is a lot of breakthrough for you as a student. Even not as a student only, as a worker, as you are advancing in your career, in your profession, in your day-to-day activities. That mobile phone on your hand is not just a tool of catching crews. It's not just a tool of selfie. It's not just a tool of Instagram. It's not just a tool of Snapchat. Yeah, all these things are good. They make your life fun and all those things. But much more, this mobile device has a lot of things on it that can make your work easier, that can make it fun, that can make you more productive and more effective. So tonight, without wasting much time again, we're going to be exploring some of these tools. I've carefully crafted and identified 10 major mobile tools or mobile application, as you call it, that every student must have. 10 mobile applications that every student, as long as a student at any level, as long as a student at any level, you must have it. You must have it. It is a must. It's not negotiable. You must have it on your phone. Don't tell me your phone doesn't have space. You have to get it. After tonight's class, I'm going to take a survey of how many of these applications you are going to install. Okay, so let's just get right in. Let's just get right in. I'm going to be sharing my screen now. I'm going to be sharing my screen. A minute, please. All right, so can someone see this? Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, just tell me yes, you can see my screen. If you screen, just type yes in the chat box. Let me be sure you can see what I'm. Oluwapelumi Emmanuel, can you see my screen? Oh, okay. I think okay. You can see my. I said we're going to be looking at the 10 must have mobile applications for increased productivity and efficiency as students. Now, the first application we will be looking at. Now, at the end, sharing some few bananas. So if you are going to, if you want to eat banana, just make sure you wait till the end of this class. If you are not a fan, or if you like banana, just make sure you wait till the end of this class. Opportunity elude you. Wait and get your banana. So the first application we'll be looking at, very interesting, very very now can someone see what's on the people need to unmute themselves now. You can unmute yourself. If you can see my screen, just unmute yourself and say yes. Yes. If you can see my screen, unmute yourself and say yes.
Yes.
Oh, very good, very good. So the first application we'll be looking at is alarm me. Remove the Y, put the alarm alone. The idea behind this app is alarm. It's a digital alarm. It's an AI powered alarm. AI means artificial intelligence. And guess what? I'm going to explain how this alarm works. You know that your normal alarm, now you know students, you are fond of doing something. 12, okay, 12 and maybe 5 a.m. and alarm rang at 5 a.m. Automatically, at the speed of a reflex, you all know where your snooze icon is. Like, you don't even need to think about, like, right from your sleep, you don't even need to wake up. You don't even need to make plenty moves. You already and snooze. The next 10 minutes, it will ring again. You carry the next time, you snooze it again. Another 10 minutes, it rings again, you snooze it again. Now the third time, you're not going to bother even snoozing it again. You will switch off the phone. You know, we are fond of doing that as students. We snooze our alarms till you eventually switch off your phone. But we don't have the snooze function. Right tell you how it works. Wake up and carry out some key tasks before the alarm stops ringing. You have to wake up, carry out some few tasks that you system. Can you mute yourself, please? I think I have some more interview. All right. Now let me explain how it works again. Can you hear me clearly now? All right. All right. Like a wide range of tasks. You can be able to turn off the alarm until you have a reasonable level. You are awake to a reasonable level before you can be able to snooze the alarm. For instance, one of the features of the alarm is that it has an option where you have to take a picture of a particular location of your house before it will stop ringing. I think that's a very interesting feature. You have to take a picture of a particular location in your house or in your apartment or in stop ringing. So that means probably I've reset my alarm to the fact to an option that okay, I have to take a picture of my gas cooker before it stops. Gas cooker is in the kitchen. So to be able to stop that alarm, you will have to stand up, walk down to your kitchen or wherever you put your gas, and take a picture of that gas cooker before it stops ringing. Are we getting the concept? Now, another feature on it is, okay, there's another feature where you have to shake your phone for a particular number of times before it stops ringing. For instance, the feature of that application that I use personally is when my alarm rings in the morning, I have to shake my phone, like hold it and shake it, like physically shake the phone for like 60 times. Shake it for 60 times before it will stop ringing. So that means you don't have the option of snoozing. You don't have the option of stopping. People said, yes, that's the idea behind that app. So you don't have the option of snoozing. You don't have the option of switching off. You don't have, it's going to draw over every other application on your phone. So you won't be able to switch off or to do any other thing until that alarm stops. So that is, you must wake up by force. At that period of time, you must wake up. So this is one of the applications that I believe every student should have, because one of the things we struggle with as students is getting out of bed, especially when it's getting towards exam periods, you read late into the night, you want to go to class the following day, something just needs to take you out of bed. And it has discovered that the normal alarm, the inbuilt alarm that comes with our phone is no longer working because we are already automated or we are already programmed to snooze that alarm. So it's no longer working for us. But I assure you, if you can get to download this application, Alarm, it's on Play Store, and if you're using an Apple device, it's also available in the iOS version. You can get download it, and it is free to use. It is free to use. So for you to own your morning, to wake up early, download Alarm application, mobile application. Download it. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. It's going to help you. So very quickly we move to the next application. If you want to see the name of this app, you can just see it on my screen before I take it away. Alarm. Just that. Okay. Under here, I put that the alarm continues until you get up. Move to the location you need to take a photo of and take that photo. Since you need to get up, chance is quite good that you will remain up once you took the photo. So that's one of the advantages of this application. It ensures that you are up. It ensures that you are a bit awake before it stops ringing. So the next mobile application we'll be looking at is Microsoft Office. I know a lot of us are familiar with this one. A lot of us are very familiar with this, but I bet that we don't really know the full function and the full package of this particular application. And I'm going to be showing us. I'm going to be showing us. So if I'm saying it again, at the end of this class, I'm going to share banana. If you like banana, just stay with me till the end of the class. And if you don't like it, still stay with me. I believe you are following. All right, so the second application we'll be looking at is the Microsoft Office. Now, Microsoft Office is just like the one we are most familiar with is WPS. WPS, that's the one we are most familiar with. But there's another one, on your system. If you use a laptop or a desktop, you should be familiar with your normal Microsoft Word, your Microsoft PowerPoint, your Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Publisher, and any Microsoft package you can think of. Now, there is a mobile version. There is a mobile version of Microsoft Office, and it is a must-have application for all students. For us, if you are a student in 2022, you must have Microsoft Office on your phone. If you don't have it on your phone, maybe you are still a student in 2005. 2010. It is understandable if a student of 10 years ago said, okay, I don't know anything about Microsoft Office, but in 2022, as a student, you must have this application on your phone, even much more than a student. As a worker, you're working, you are in service, you are taking advanced training, any sphere you are presently, this application is a must-have on your phone. And why must you have it? Now, this Microsoft Office has a lot of packages in it. It has the Microsoft Word, it has the Microsoft PowerPoint, it has the Microsoft Excel, it has other options too. Now, apart from the conventional typing and word processing you can do with this application, let me tell you one of the interesting things about it. One of the interesting things about it is that this app gives you the option of saving your document on the cloud. Now, I said cloud. Somebody is already thinking and imagining cloud, atmosphere, the sky. Cloud. Cloud is C-L-O-U-D, cloud. Now, don't let your mind even go to sky at all. Don't let it go to the air at all. Now, I'm going to explain what cloud is. Cloud is a virtual space where you store your documents. The space is not physically on your phone like your SD card. It's a virtual space that you cannot see, that you cannot touch, that you cannot feel, but you can save your document on it. Now, this Microsoft Office provides you that access to save your document on cloud. And what benefit does that offer? It means that at any point in time, you can retrieve your document. At any point in time, you can retrieve your document. Let's say, for instance, you forgot your phone somewhere. Maybe you went somewhere, then you forgot your phone. And then there's a document you already processed using Microsoft Office, and then you saved it on cloud. Then you need to access that document immediately for a very, very urgent reason. Now, you don't need to panic that, oh, my phone is not with me. How am I going to get this document? Oh, God, how am I going to get this? What you only need to do is get someone else's device, log in with your Gmail, and access the document online, anywhere, anytime, on any device, mobile, desktop, laptop, iPad, anything. You can always access the document once it is processed and saved on the cloud. And that's one of the benefits and Microsoft Office offers you as a student. So you don't need to worry about losing a document. You don't need to worry about losing a file. You don't need to worry about, oh, you need to carry your laptop everywhere before you can be able to print your work. You don't need to worry about, a lot of things that will just stress you when it comes to word processing. I assure you, once you get Microsoft Office, you get a lot of things done easily. So that's one of the benefits Microsoft Office offers you. And another thing you need to know is it's also available on Play Store and iOS, and it is free. It is free. It is free to download. Just download with some few MB, some few megabytes, and you have it right there on your phone, enjoying the full benefits of Microsoft Office. Okay, right now we're moving to the third application. Oxford English Dictionary. Now someone is saying, Abba now, Oxford Dictionary, why is it a must-have application? I personally, I'm a living testimony of Oxford Dictionary of English. A lot of times, probably I'm typing an essay, writing an essay, about to send a message, and I'm stranded, like I'm about to use a particular term, like a particular English word, and I'm not very sure of the meaning. Instead of having to stress and open Google and start typing what is the meaning of this, what is the synonym of this, what is the antonym of this, My God, just go to Oxford English Dictionary. That's your wrong to dictionary. It is tagged as the daddy of dictionaries. You can have some other forms, some other worker, as a student at any level. One application, one English dictionary application that you must have is Oxford Dictionary of English. Is ultimate authority on definition, spelling, and whether a word is actually a word. So the Oxford English Dictionary is very, very key. You need it. And then one of the things you will also enjoy about this dictionary is it helps you increase and add to the knowledge bank of your vocabulary. It helps you to increase and add to the knowledge bank of your vocabularies. And how does it do this? It's notify you of a new word you need to know every day. So imagine learning a new word every day for a year. That's you're adding 365 new words into your bank of knowledge, into your bank of vocabulary. So it's going to build your confidence in speaking, in making accurate use of vocabularies as well. So it is a must-have application for all students. Oxford Dictionary of English. You must have it. If you don't have it, go to your Play Store. It is free to download. Free to download. You don't need to pay any subscription fee. You don't need to pay any money to anybody. Just have like 50 MB on your phone. I'm very sure you use more than 50 MB on social media. It takes you less than 50 MB to download this application and have it on your phone. It's going to boost your effectiveness as a student as well. Right, the next application we'll be looking at is Office Lens. Office Lens. Now, let me explain this very well. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Are we following? If you're following, can I just have some yes in the chat box? If you're following me, let me have some yes in the chat box. If you're following me, let me have some yes in the chat box. Okay, great. If you're following me, just type yes in the chat box. All right. Okay, great. Okay, nice one. Now let's continue. I said Office Lens. Now, have you ever been in a situation whereby you couldn't meet up with a particular note in the class and you had to borrow the notes phone? Then somewhere along the line, while reading the notes, you feel like, God, I wish I was there to edit these notes, or you just wish you can get to print it and make it clear, or maybe you can just edit some things in the notes that you actually snap into your phone. Now, if you Office Lens is your life stage. Now, do you know what Office Lens does? Office Lens allows you to be able to take a screenshot or a snapshot of a particular note, written, printed, any kind of note on the whiteboard, on the blackboard, on any form of writing platform, as long as the text is written. What Office Lens does is it allows you to take this snapshot of these notes, and then it now offers you the option to be able to edit that note. Isn't that interesting? Now you can edit that note convert it to Word document and maybe save it, make it clearer, and then convert it to something you can print for your own personal use. That's a very interesting app. A very interesting app because a lot of times as students we miss out on some lectures, we miss out on some notes, and we find it difficult to get to go through them even after taking the pictures, after taking the snapshot from some other colleagues. But now, what Office Lens has come to your rescue as a student, you can take a snapshot of a note and you can edit that note. Now, let me show you an example of the note I'm talking about so that you don't think it's just some kind of written note. Now, look at this kind of notes. Now, I wrote this with my pen. Now, what Office allows me to take, it offers me the option to be able to edit it right on my phone. It gives me the opportunity to edit it right on my phone and then convert it to a more readable and understandable text that I can use for myself. The name is Office Lens. Favor said, I didn't get the name of the app. Office Lens. Office Lens. Let me just show you the name here. All right. You have it right there. You have it right there. Office. I believe we get how Office Lens work. And the interesting thing again is this application is free. See, most of these things are free. Most of these applications are free. They don't charge you anything to use them. Although some might have the options for you to upgrade to enjoy some other advanced benefits. But the basic features of this application can even serve you and make you more productive and efficient as a student. So you are not paying any fee. You are not being charged for it. So just go to Play Store or Apple Store if you're using Apple device. Search for this keyword Office Lens. You will see this logo. That's why I added the image of the logo so you can see it. You'll see this logo. Click on it and download. Install it on your phone. Somewhere along the line, you're going to need these applications. You're going to need them, and you'll be grateful that you came in contact with them. You'll be grateful that you have them on your phone. So Office Lens is another application that you must have as a student. So let's move fast. Let's move fast. Okay, before I come to this, okay, I will come back to this number 5. Let me just go to this one. Google Drive. If you know Google Drive, you know what Google Drive is, and you know how to use it very well. Just wave your hand or just unmute yourself and give me a yes. You know what Google Drive is and you know how to use it very well. Unmute yourself and give me a yes. Now, someone unmuted and quickly muted herself back. You are very sure of yourself. Now, I'm about to do giveaway. I feel like doing giveaway right now. I feel like doing giveaway. I feel like doing giveaway. 1 gig subscription for anybody sure of himself or herself. You know how to use Google Drive very well, and you can tell me all the features of Google Drive. Just unmute yourself and say yes. 1 gig subscription up for grab. 30 seconds more. Hey, I'm not saying any handle. Wow. People said, I know Google Drive, but don't know how to use it very well. Okay. You have 15 seconds more. If you know Google Drive and you know how to use it very well, you know all the features. Let me see your hand. 1 gig subscription up for grab. 10 seconds. Wow. Nobody. That's interesting. Very interesting. So that's why you're inside class. That's why you're inside class. You get to know. Okay, you just said I don't know how to use it well. Okay, don't worry, you'll get to know how to use it now. We're about to talk about Google Drive. Now let me just do a brief introduction of Google Drive. Says Google Drive is a cloud-based storage solution and one of the best apps for the market. You know, when I was introducing this class, I made mention of some advances in technology. And one of the major advances in technology of the 21st century is the cloud technology. Cloud technology. This might sound strange to some of us that are not very conversant with tech terms and all. But let me just break it down for us. What cloud technology is in simple terms, it's like is a space in the air that you cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot feel. It's just like air. It's just like a space in the air. You can't see it. There's no physical representation of it anywhere. There's no office. There's no box. There's nothing to identify it. They are just combination of codes, computer programs, and all those things that make up for that space. That's what cloud storage is. And what benefits does cloud storage offer? It allows you to save your document and retrieve it at any point in time. If you save and store your document on any cloud device or on any cloud platform, you are going to be able to retrieve it at any time. So you are not afraid of losing your phone. You are not afraid of getting maybe you're not afraid of your phone crashing, of your system crashing. Now let me share one very horrible experience. One very horrible experience. Now I am a graphic designer. I do graphic design. I have a mobile device, a techno device. Then in 2020, during the peak of the COVID period, I think around August, I had a techno device. And then I have a very powerful 8 gig RAM, 500 HDD hard disk laptop, HP. Very correct system, which I was using for my graphic design. Okay, I'll install system for it. Now, on this fateful Sunday, just follow my story. And I know some of you are going to pity me after sharing this story. My mobile device was in a good working condition. My laptop was in a good, excellent working condition. And on this fateful Sunday, I went to work. I was on morning duty. Story time. Yes, story time. Let me tell you the story of my life. I was on morning duty and my phone was on. Okay, I think I was to record a video that particular morning and try out some designs and all. I got to work. I connected my charger with my phone, plugged it. The phone was charging 1%, 2%, 3%, up to 30%. And at 30% exactly, 30% exactly, the phone went off. I was like, okay. And the normal me, I was just like, okay, let me just leave it. Since the phone has gone off itself, thank God, let it just charge. And when it's full, I'll put it on again and I'll continue with what I'm doing. Guys, guess what? The phone never came back up until this moment. Although I don't know where the phone is again. But up until this moment, as I'm talking to you, the phone never came back. Hey, God, I had a lot on that phone, a lot of documents, a lot of designs that I'm about to deliver, a lot of applications, a lot of pictures, memories I don't want to lose, a lot of class works and all. I have a lot. I had a lot on that phone. And piano just went like that. I visited like three engineers on Lagos Island. They couldn't repair it. They couldn't bring back the phone to life. I was like, wow. Said it's okay. I took art. I wasn't going to kill myself. I took art. Well, remember I told you I have the system too. 2 days after, I was consoling myself with my system that okay, since the phone has gone, anything I want to do, I will do it with my system. I think at least I still have some document on my system. I still have some of these things backed up on my system and all. So I was consoled. I was very consoled and okay. 2 days, exactly 2 days after my phone packed up. Guess what happened, guys? Guess what happened? I'm even sorry for myself right now. Guess what, guys? I slept and I woke up to put on my laptop. Guess what I saw? I saw blank screen, blank screen. I was like, oh, maybe my eyes is blank. I was like, okay, maybe my eyes is blank. I need to sleep and wake up again. I closed the system, connected my charger, and I put my system back on. I saw blank space again. I was like, wow, like what is this? Then I had to go to an engineer. I took it to an engineer, and guess what he told me? He said, my system has crashed. What? My phone crashed? My system crashed. It was very, very heartbreaking. I lost almost all my documents. I lost my works, graphic design, the things I was learning then I couldn't complete them. I lost a lot of things, like just a lot of things. And why am I sharing this story? Do you know that just one thing would have saved me from this heartbreak? Just one thing, just one mobile application would have saved me from losing all those things I lost then. And what's this application? It is Google Drive. Google Drive. Google Drive is that application that can help you to store all your documents. At least for the free version of it, you can upgrade it, but for the free version of it, you have about 15 gigabytes free storage space. 15 gigabytes free storage space, so you can upload and keep as much as you want documents in it. You can keep as much as you want. Google Drive just is on your phone. It's inbuilt with some of the devices, and if it's not on your phone, go to Play Store and download it. Google Drive, it helps you to keep your documents safe, and you can access it at any point in time. Even when your phone crashes, when your phone gets lost, or when probably something goes wrong with any of your device, you are not scared that, oh, I'm going to lose my document, I'm going to lose my house. So these are the benefits and advantages that are attached to Google Drive. And it is free. It is free. Go to Play Store and download it. It's free. Make sure you have it on your phone. And a lot of us, we've jam-packed a lot of things on our internal storage or memory card. Move those things away. Delete the irrelevant ones. The relevant ones that you need, move them to your cloud storage. Move them to your Google Drive. Keep them there. And then free the space on your internal storage. I'm teaching you another way to free space on your device. Move those important documents that you can't afford to lose. Move them to Google Drive. Keep them there. Clear it on your SD card. Clear it on your internal storage. You are going to have more space on your internal storage by doing that. So that's just a trick to have more space on your phone. That's a trick to have more space on your phone, including pictures. Yes, pictures, videos, PDF documents, any form of document you can think of, any form of document, PDF, videos, pictures, music, music, any form of document, move them, keep them there. The ones, not the relevant ones, the ones you can't afford to lose, move them there, free the space on your phone. You can always retrieve those documents at any point in time, as long as you have access to another device somewhere and you know your Gmail and your login details, you can be able to access it from any system, anywhere, any part of the world. So that is what Google Drive is about. And it operates on a cloud-based technology. I've explained in simple terms what cloud technology means. So that's Google Drive. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, let me quickly run through this. The next application I'll be talking about is Todoist. In our last class, if you were in the last class, you will remember that I mentioned this application. This was one of the applications I recommended in the last class. If you are looking forward to balancing your academics and extracurricular activities, Todoist is an application that you must have on your phone as a student, as a worker, any sphere of operation with which you might find yourself. If you look forward to boosting your productivity and efficiency, you need to have this application on your phone. And what is it about? It is essentially, Todoist is a task management tool which combines tasks, projects, comments, attachments, and more, so you can streamline your productivity and complete your work more effectively. Now, let me explain this very well. Now, Todoist is an application that helps you to achieve more productivity and efficiency. Now, it's a to-do list, is a form of to-do list application, but now it has a lot of features that are embedded in it. It has a lot of features that are embedded in it that makes your productivity, that helps you to boost your productivity and efficiency. For instance, maybe you have a couple of tasks to do in a day. Just go to this application, open it. It has already created a template for you where you can input those tasks. It also has a section where you can allocate the time for it, the time when you want to perform the task, or the period of the day when you want to perform the task. Now, with that feature, it has an alarm feature that will notify you when it is time to carry out those tasks. Also, it has an extra notification feature that will notify you when you have not performed that task, that will remind you, a form of reminder system for you to carry out the task that have been assigned on that particular application. So with this notification system, the alarm system, the reminder system of keeping or staying glued or staying true to the task that you set for yourself for that particular day. So Todoist is an application that all students must have, and even if you are not a student, any category or any level you are, anything you are, to help you to schedule your task. It's going to remind you from time to time the ones you've done, the ones you've not done. It's going to keep track on your task. And with that kind of pressure from that application, you will be pushed, at least you get a little bit of motivation to clear those tasks. Get a little bit of motivation to clear those tasks. So that's what Todoist is about. That's what Todoist is about. So very quickly, I'll move to the next application. If you still want to eat my banana, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this class. I have bananas to share. Don't go. I have bananas to share. All right, so we are moving on to the next application. I think this next application is for not only nursing students, but other healthcare professionals, because I think I have some other healthcare professionals right here in this class. So it is not only useful for nursing students, although it is majorly for nursing students, and it is also built for other healthcare professionals. Now, what's the name of this application? Guys, nursing students, nursing staffs, you're already working, you're still in school, listen very well. If it's going to take you to delete all the songs on your phone, now don't delete all your songs. I've already given you a trick on how to free space on your device, on your internal storage, so that you can have more space. I've already shared that. I've shared that trick with you. So apply the trick, have more space. Now, that more space you are going to have, what are you going to use it to do? This night, all nurses, students, or staff in this class must download this application, Nursing Central. If it's going to take you to uninstall some applications on your phone so that you can have space, go and uninstall them. If you are a nurse and you don't have this application, you are wrong. You're very wrong. You're very wrong. You must have this application, Nursing Central. That's the name of the application. Just go to Play Store. I think it's available on iOS too. If you are using Apple devices, I think it's available on iOS, on Apple Store. But if you are using Android device, enter Play Store, sharp, tonight. Enter Play Store and download this application, Nursing Central. And what is it about? This application combines 5 different best-selling apps into one app. It's like you're having a 5-in-1 application. Now, somebody will think that 5-in-1 application, the size will be very big. The size will be very big. Show me I'll have space to save it like this. Show me I'll have space to store this thing like this. How am I going to do it? How am I going to install it? Guys, don't think like you're in 2005. Don't think like you're in 2010. Don't think like you're in 2012. This is 2022. 2022. As a nurse, student, or staff in 2022, if you don't have this application on your phone, you're wrong. So I don't know what you're going to do. Anything you need, you know to do to have this application, you must do it. And you must download it tonight. It's free. So it combines 5 different applications in it. It is designed for nurses and students. And then what are the 5 applications that are combined in this Nursing Central? Number 1 is Davis Drug Guide. I know a lot of us here are familiar with this. Davis Drug Guide. A lot of us here are familiar with this. I'm very sure of that. A lot of us know Davis Drug Guide. So one of the applications that you will see, in Nursing Central is Davis Drug Guide, and that helps you to, it gives you access to thousands of medications used in different areas of medical practice, different specialties for different disease conditions, their dosage, information, everything you need to know about those drugs is right there available in the Davis Drug Guide component of Nursing Central. The second application that is available on this Nursing Central is the Toolbox Medical Dictionary. Now, this medical dictionary has about 1,700 medical terms, about 1,700 or even more than that, about 1,700 medical terms that are well defined and clarified on this Nursing Central application. So you don't need to always disturb Google and ask Google questions all the time. Sometimes Google might even mislead you if you don't know how to use Google. Because some of us don't really know how to use Google. Yes, I must say that. Some of us don't know how to use Google. But with this application, you don't need to stress. You don't need to stress Google. You don't need to stress Google. Teba's medical dictionary is already incorporated into this, integrated into this nursing central app. So it has thousands of or hundreds of medical terms and terminologies well defined and explain. So it's a run-to app for nursing students, nurse as a staff nurse, or at any level of operation or at any field of practice you might find yourself. The third component of nursing central is the Davis laboratory and diagnostic test. We have Davis drug guide. Also, we have Davis laboratory and diagnostic test. And what does this component offers you? It gives you all these, laboratory values, their normal values, abnormal values, and all those things. Now, I think we have a medical lab scientist amidst us presently. I think we have a medical lab scientist amidst us presently. I'm not sure if she's still with us. But with that, this particular feature can be very useful when it comes to laboratory values, diagnostic. You want to compare the diagnostic result with the normal value and all those things. So this component of Nursing Central gives you access to that particular feature. So instead of stressing Google, bang, 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 what is the normal value of the creatinine level? Enter Google, and then Google will now display a lot of options for you. Then you will be confused, like which one is right. So Nursing Central is a run-to application for you. And then the fourth component or the fourth application that makes up the Nursing Central is the disease and disorders. So this also like a dictionary that helps you to access a wide range of disease. You are trying to get the meaning of a particular condition. So you can just come to this feature of Nursing Central, type in the name of the disease or the condition, medical condition or surgical condition you are looking for. This component will help you fish it out and then give you both basic information that you need to know about that particular condition. Are you seeing the reason why you must have this application as a nurse? Are you seeing the reason? So it's a run-to application for you. And then the fifth component of this application is a prime PubMed. Now, this particular one helps you to keep updated with, it helps you keep updated with research outcomes, clinical trials, some news that are specific to your specialty. For instance, this is COVID period, COVID era, and then a lot of talks have been going on about COVID vaccines, their effectiveness. We have a lot of variants. Okay, do we have to develop another vaccine? Do we have to work or improve on what we have on ground initially? Do we have to improve on what we have on ground initially? So this kind of information will be supplied to you by this Prime PubMed. So it's like a news feature of Nursing Central. So I charge everyone tonight. If you are not going to get anything, you must download Nursing Central this night. And it is free. Although it has a paid version, you can upgrade to enjoy more feature of this application. But I think the basic things you need in this app are free. So just go to Play Store, download Nursing Central. You need it. So let's move on to the next. Okay, we've talked about Google Drive. Let's see the next one we have. We've talked about to do is, all right, Medscape. Let me quickly say something about this. So this is also very relevant for nursing students. You need it to also get information, to get access to medical conditions. Now, some special features of this Medscape is it has medical calculators, your drug calculators, and all those things. It has some videos for some certain procedures, insertion of NG tube, catheterization, a lot of basic procedures that you're supposed to know. There are some step-by-step procedural videos that Medscape offers to you, and then it also offers safety information on about over 8,500 drugs. So you have access to medications, yes, yeah, to medications, medical conditions on the go. You can easily open the application, search out anything you want, and you get the information on it. So that's one of the benefits of Medscape. Is one application that you must also have as a nurse, as a nursing student at any level. It's going to help you. All right, so now let me talk about this. Another application, this one is particularly for students. And if you are a nursing staff as well and you like using short words, like capturing your ideas or your knowledge about a particular thing in few words, in few letters, this can also be useful for you. Now, this is Med Mnemonics. That's the name of the application, Med Mnemonics. You know what mnemonics are? They are short phrase or rhymes that makes remembering information easier. You know, those times in class when you want to learn maybe a list of some things, and then feel the list is too long. Then you are trying to help yourself round it. And you take maybe the first letter of each item, then you coin a word from it. An example of that is, I think in this principle of management by Jesus, I can't remember. Principle of management. Henry Pryor, principle of management. Now, at times, when you look at the list, I think you have about 12 or 14. When you look at those lists and, you know, you have to put all these things in your brain, how do you do it? Just gamble around it and then, you know, coin out some words that will make you remember. I think the one I do use is Thou do sure. That sounds funny. Thou do sure. Let me touch it. Thou do sure. Now that's an example of mnemonics. So there's an application that is built for this purpose solely, and it has over 1,900 mnemonics for nursing students to improve their memory and knowledge. So there are a lot of things there in this application that will help you to, you know, capture a large information into a particular simpler context that will help you to remember at any point in time. When you are able to get a mnemonic, it is easier to remember the whole content of that thing when you have it in mnemonics. So it is an important application for all nursing students to have. And it is okay, this application is paid actually, but it is not very expensive. It is less than $2. It is less than $2 US. Less than $2 US. That's not even up to, I think, based on the current conversion rate. I don't know what the conversion rate is today, but maybe 1,000 naira, 1,200 naira, or most 1,500 naira subscription fee per year. That's not so much to invest in your memory and your knowledge. That's not so much. 1,500 per year is not so much. Med Mnemonics is very, very important for you as a nursing student. You must get it and have it on your phone. It makes learning easier and fun. Yeah, someone already gave me the breakdown. Some are 720, 800, 1,015. So that's it. It's not so much to invest in yourself. So please, as a nursing student, you have to get this application. It's paid, pay for it, subscribe. You're going to get the benefit and enjoy it in the long run. So that's that. And The last application we'll be looking at. Now, this one is funny. This one is funny. Piggyvest. If you know Piggyvest and you use Piggyvest actively, give me some thumbs up in the chat box. I have a gift for you. You use Piggyvest very well. You know it and you use it very well. Give me some thumbs up in the chat box. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Piggyvest. You use it very well. I'm waiting. No. Hey, nobody uses Piggyvest. Jesus. Hey. Okay. Okay. Thumbs up. Piggyvest. The Piggyvest gang. Come out. Oh. Okay, I think just one person. All right, fine. Now, Piggyvest is okay. Someone said carry wise. Let me see. Okay, great. Carry wise. Nice. That's another very interesting platform. But let's talk Piggyvest tonight. So now Piggyvest is somebody will be wondering why am I introducing it? Maybe we are talking about application for students, the must-have application for students. So one of the challenges we students do have is financial challenges as well. A lot of times you might not get that cash flow like you want. You might not get it as expected. And it is wise for you to, in the time of your surplus, don't use it and buy shawarma and buy suya, buy a songo to Captain Cook, eat expensive meals, buy expensive stuff that you don't need. Remember that there will always be some times of scarcity. So in your times of excess, it is always wise. It is wise for you to save. If you are a student and you are listening to me currently, you need to start learning to save. Don't say until I start getting salary, until I start working. If you can't save now, when you start working, even though you are saving, you will still be eating your savings. You might not even be consistent with your savings at some point. It might be difficult for you to even start saving. If you are diligent with little, if you are diligent with little, more will be committed to you. If you are diligent with little, more will be committed to you. So as a student, start saving. Your uncle sent you 10,000 naira this week and you already have like 5K in your account extra, then you carry 10K. You firstly did subscription of 6 gig, 3,000 because you want to go and watch Instagram reels, Instagram videos, you want to do YouTube. You made 7K. You carry 2K, you went to Suya Junction in your school, bought Suya, carried 5 of your friends. They buy now, no worry, just chop. No worry, I go settle am. Well done. And the remaining 5K, you saw one shoe. In your shoe rack, you have about 5 shoes that you've never even worn. Then you saw another one on Jumia. Jumia notification popped up on your Facebook. And they brought one shoe. That shoe was very flashy, and before you knew it, you entered Jumia and then placed an order, the shoe that you didn't need. After 2 weeks, you now start looking for who has gas. Start looking for who has palm oil that they are not using again. Start chatting someone for 2K that they are not using again. You've eaten everything you're supposed to save. The excesses you had, you've squandered it. Why am I saying all this story? I'm trying to introduce to you Piggyvest. Piggyvest is an application that is a platform, much more than an application. It is a platform that helps you to achieve at least a level of financial diligence. And then what are the things offered by Piggyvest? What are the services offered by Piggyvest? It has quite a number of services. Number one is the piggy bank. The piggy bank helps you to save your money. You can save your money at any point in time. Maybe you get someone sends the money to you and then you don't need the money now. Instead of keeping it, is easier to spend money directly when it is in your account. It is very, very easy to spend money that way. Like when it is in your account, you can easily transfer, you can easily pick your ATM, go and withdraw, you can make online transactions and all those things. But with Piggyvest, you can move your money into the piggy bank, save it there, keep it there. When you need it, you can go back at any time and retrieve your money. Although they have some level of what's it called now, interest rate, but they are not something too exorbitant that you cannot afford. So make use of Piggyvest. It has another feature, I think Safe Lock. I so much like that particular feature very well. It is a very disciplined feature of Piggyvest. It helps you to keep a particular amount of money for a particular amount of time that you set yourself. For instance, maybe I'm planning to register for an exam by May 2022. And one of my generous uncle sent me 50,000 naira or 20,000 naira yesterday. And I know that, okay, I don't need this money now. I don't have anything I want to do with it now. Instead of, and then you know that you have an exam you have to pay for by May. Instead of buying suya and anything, carry that money, enter Piggyvest, put it in Safe Lock. With Safe Lock, you will be able to set the time. Okay, 1st of May. You're going to set the time, the date. You're going to need the money. You'll be needing the money. You set it there. And then that will be the only time you can have access to that money. That's why they call it Safe Lock. Once you lock it there, it's there. You can't, there's no amount of pressure. There's nothing that can make you retrieve that money until the stipulated date. So it is a very, very nice feature of Piggyvest. So you need to have that application. I think another feature of Piggyvest is that opportunity for it also has a feature that helps you to auto save. Yes, auto save. You connect your account number, account details with the application, with the platform, and then you're going to set a particular target, like, okay, as soon as this amount of money enters my normal bank account, so percent should be deducted from it for saving. That's auto save. That's another very interesting feature of Piggyvest. So by the time the money is coming into your account, you know that your savings is out of it already. You are going to make it through what you have. So it's just a way of having some kind of financial diligence and help you to manage your finances very well. So the last feature of Piggyvest that I would like to talk about is the investment part, the investment feature. Piggyvest also provides an opportunity for you to invest in some certain things. I think you will have to check that out yourself when you download the application. And then the return on investment is, I think, annually. And then I think there are some biannual as well. You have 10% return on investment, 6%. 15%. I think the highest I've seen on Piggyvest is 15 to 20% ROI, return on investment. So if you like to invest, keep your money, put your money, invest your money in something, and then get returns on it, then it's something worth doing. Piggyvest also offer this opportunity. Wow, 9:30. Yeah. So we've been able to consider 10. Okay, someone said, okay, we have perennial as well. Perennial. Okay, there are some Piggyvest users in the house. Thank you for that addition. So far, we've been able to look at the 10 must-have applications for students. I'll just run through it briefly again. You have Piggyvest, you have your med mnemonics, You have your Medscape. You have to do is which helps you to schedule your task. You have Google Drive, a cloud-based storage solution that helps you to store your documents without the fear of losing them at any time. Google Drive. Nursing Central, which you must download tonight. Nothing must stop you from downloading Nursing Central tonight. I repeat, nothing must stop you. Also, we have Office Lens. Office Lens helps you to capture that note, that particular note you made when you were not in class. You can borrow the note from your friend, snap it, and Office Lens will help you to convert it into an editable text that you can edit and perform any operation you want to perform on it. Also, we have Oxford English Dictionary. This is the daddy of dictionaries. Oxford, you need to have it. I don't care what other type of dictionary you have. In all your gettings, get Oxford English Dictionary. In all your gettings, get Oxford English Dictionary. Also, it's going to, one of the interesting things is going to give you suggestions of new words every day. So if you get to know one more new word, one more new vocab every day, that's like at the end of the year, 365 days, you've already added 365 new words to your knowledge. Another must-have application is Microsoft Office. It offers a wide range of services. The Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, you must have it. It also has the cloud storage feature. You can save your document on cloud. I think also WPS also offers cloud storage. So at any point in time, you can save your document and you can retrieve it at any point, even without a device. You can retrieve it at any point, anywhere, anytime. And you can also share your documents with colleagues, with lecturers, or with any other person that would like to put some additions or to edit or to add some things into the text. Microsoft Office integrated with the cloud functionality will help you to achieve this. And the first one is the Alami. This one is a very, very funny application. Very funny application. I already explained how it works. The alarm will not stop ringing until you stand up and perform the tasks that you've pre-programmed into it. For example, if the task you pre-programmed is to take a picture of a particular location of your house, maybe your kitchen, your gas cooker, the alarm will not stop ringing until you take a picture of that gas. Another one is another task is you have to shake your phone maybe for like 50 or 60 times before it stops ringing. So I don't know the kind of sleep you're going to sleep, and you won't know how you are going to shake your hand 60 times and you will still not wake up. At least it's going to help you to get a bit alert, set you on a pace for the morning routines you have to do. So Alarming is a very good wake-up application. So that will be all for tonight. Those are the 10 mobile applications we'll be considering for tonight. Those are the 10 applications we'll be considering. I don't know if there is any question. Does anybody have any question? Remember, I said I was going to share banana at the end of this class, and I know some people are eagerly waiting for my banana. Don't worry, I'll share it. Okay, let me just take. David Mayowa is raising his hand. Let me just take a question from North David. Let me take a question from North David before I share the banana. All right, we can have this, North David. You can unmute yourself and.
Sorry, thank you so much. Thank you so much for today, sir. I sincerely appreciate that. What I wanted to ask is, I think I missed explanation on the first application, actually. The first application. So if you can take a recap on that first application, That's what I wanted to ask about.
Okay. All right. Let me explain. Let me explain how it works again. Now, the alarming application is an alarm application, like as the name implies, is an alarm. Now, your normal conventional alarm, inbuilt, your inbuilt, so excuse me. All right, so your inbuilt alarm has the snooze option. And the funny thing about we students is that our brain, our mind, our body have been programmed to automatically snooze an alarm anytime it rings. That you don't even need to be awake before you are able to snooze an alarm. You don't need to know where your phone is. You don't need to know where your hand is. Once the alarm rings, your hand automatically locates the alarm and snooze it. You snooze it the first time, snooze it the second time, the third time, you come switch off the phone. That's how we operate now, students. But now, the special feature this particular application offers is that when you install it and when you want to set your alarm on that application, it's going to require you to, after inputting your time and all those things, it's going to require you to select a task that you must do before the alarm stops ringing. In the normal alarm application, what you need to do for the alarm to stop ringing is snooze or just stop it like that. Just click on stop. It has a snooze and the stop. But for this particular application, it doesn't have snooze, doesn't have stop. You must select a particular task you have to carry out before that alarm will stop ringing. And one of the tasks is you must take a picture of a particular location in your environment. Another task is you must shake your phone, like shake your phone, shake your hand for a number of times before the alarm will stop ringing. I think another task is okay. Those are the two that I use most. Those are the two that I use most. But it has another two features. That's another two features. So after setting your time, you're going to select this task. After selecting it, you save. Now, so let's take for instance, you set your alarm. You want to wake up by 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. tomorrow. What you do is you select your time, 5 a.m., and then you select the task that you must do for the alarm to stop. Now, for instance, let's say you select the task of snapping a picture or maybe taking a picture before the alarm can stop. So you are going to, at that point when you are setting the alarm, you are going to locate that picture or that thing you want to snap. You're going to snap it, save it, and leave it there. Now, by 5 a.m. tomorrow, when your alarm starts ringing, you won't have the option to snooze it. You won't have the option to off it. The only option you will have for that alarm to stop is for you to stand up, take that phone while the alarm is ringing, go to, let's say, for instance, your kitchen where you add your pre-programmed feature. Maybe you want to use your gas. You have to stand up, take your phone while the alarm is still ringing, go to your kitchen and take a picture of your gas cooker. After taking that picture, and then it sees that it matches with the pre-programmed or pre-imputed picture you have earlier, it's going to stop. Now, the whole idea is that it helps you to feel a little bit awake. At least if you're able to stand up and walk to the kitchen and walk back, that creates a degree of alertness than just lying down on your bed and snoozing the alarm. I believe you get the concept of the application now, sir. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
the app
Thank
seems
you
like,
so much, sir. Thank you so much. I think I have more understanding of what the app is all about now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
all right, thank you. Okay, any other question before I share my banana? Any other question? Questions and clarification? Okay, if there's none, I think we've taken a lot of time already. It's taking a lot of time already. So let me just dash out my banana and then we end this class. We look forward to the next class. Who is excited? Who is excited? You want to take banana? You have to be excited. Okay, while we close for today, I'd like to say thank you to everyone that participated in tonight's class. Those that came in early, those that joined during the class, joined late and all. Thank you so much for participating. I believe you've gained some value, you've got some new insights, you've learned, you've not wasted your time, you've not wasted your subscription. Yes, I believe that strongly. Thank you so much for joining. And I'd like us to do evangelism for side class, invite more people, especially nursing students. I think some new students are resuming now. New students are resuming now, and there are new guys coming into nursing, and they will need a lot of information we are sharing inside class. So please just encourage them to join. Put the class flyers on your status, put it on your social media timeline, or social media pages. Let people ask you for the link. Send the link to them. Send the link to them. Invite people to come to side class. There's a lot of things to gain. There's a lot of value to gain. So thank you all for participating tonight. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of side class. And believe me, the next side class is going to be in another dimension. And you can't wait to see what we'll be discussing inside class. Don't worry, the flyers, the information, the topic will be coming out very soon. And it's going to be an interesting time. So just stay tuned on the Telegram page, on the WhatsApp platform. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. And also the recordings for this session will be available on YouTube shortly for anyone that misses the class to access later. So let me just give us our banana and then we call it a day. All right, thank you. Please pick one. I think very good. You are even 5 in class present. Good. Just pick one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick one and go. Don't pick more than one banana. Don't pick more than one. Don't pick more than one. Just one. Abibola, just one. David, just one. And the host to pick one too. Just one banana. All right, thank you so much, guys. It's nice having you here tonight. See you in the next side class. Thank you.